Now, this is really messed up. And no, you did not read that wrong. I'll be finishing Dark Souls 1 with the claws. Yeah, I'm not ready for it, but who cares. First things first, I'll be going to try to get the claws as quick as possible. Until then, I'll be using the weapons I can. I'll be starting with the cheat with the 5th class, and this build will be focused on dexterity, HP, and stamina. And throughout the run, you'll see that I'll forget about the part of HP and stamina. So now, let's give it a start. Since we can use the claws, I will be using the available weapon for the moment, which means the knife. We killed the Asylum Demon with the bombs because, well, it's fun. The path is pretty usual, and we do a pretty simple skip to get to the Black Knight and parry him to death. Following the Taurus Demon, and so far, everything's fine. Then we pass the bridge and get the dragon out, and definitely do not die to the Black Knight, right? Right? Gargoyles are pretty usual, nothing complicated. There's a reason why we have not spent many souls, and here goes. We killed a butterfly because, just like in real life, I'm broke in the game too. Before that, we do not talk about the amount of hits for nothing on the demon before the forest. I cannot explain the amount of hate in my heart because of that. Spend the game souls to get the key to the forest and get the covenant with the cat. Get to the samurai from Wish and get all the dialogues, and leave the protagonist from Ninja Gaiden alone because he has nothing to do with the run. We return to Farlink and kill Loudtrack with powerful attacks. We go all the way to Blind Town and get the claws from the Wish samurai. And we bought 2 because they look nice, but I will not be using the second claw because it just will make this run longer to try to upgrade the second claw. Of course I had to test them out, and Kulog should be ready for how strong my claws are. We wait a bit for the poison to go away, and this fight definitely didn't take 13 minutes to end it. After the fight, we have a little slap section with Cecilus. Back to Undead Parish, we up the dexterity because the only thing that we can actually help with this run. Now it's time for Copper Demon. It wasn't much of a difficult fight, but damn, the fight with the dog is way worse. Before the fortress, I've upgraded the claws to +6 and bought the equip to upgrade weapon on Bonfire, so we can upgrade it when we are in the fortress. We say goodbye to Naked Man, and now we're on our way to Sans Fortress, where I probably will have an easy fight, right? Very easy time, right? Right? We collect all of the large Titanite shards so we can upgrade the weapon, and I also bought some from the merchant to get our weapon to +10. With the class +10, I'm confident we can show Iron Golem who the real boss actually is. Of course, it was the NPC who got rid of Golem for me. It's not like he does that every time I play Dark Souls. I grab the key from the elevator and we leave to get our claws on +15 before Anor Londo, which of course happens. We definitely do not die in New Londo Ruins, right? Right? But we kill the red Magikarp on the rooftop. With the key, we want to get to the large ember. Okay, now we get the large ember. After getting the claws to +11, we can finally go to Anor Londo, and after the archers and getting to the bonfire, I finally upgraded the charge to 39 dex. And we definitely killed Ornstein and Smoke on the first try. Okay, the second try is close to the first try, so we consider it the first try. Kill the large personality. Next up is Sif, because I want to end this 4 King suffering as soon as possible, and Sif wasn't much of a trouble. And we were really on the hitbox of the explosion, right? Yeah, definitely was. But other than that, the fight was pretty simple. Damage was so low, I decided to upgrade the weapon finally to +15. It then meant a farm of Titanite chunk that I will skip so it doesn't get bored for anyone. Also went back to Undead Asylum to get the Titanite slab to get it to +15. And now, with a +15 weapon, we show the 4 Kings who the 5th King is. That sounded way cooler on my mind. After the 4 Kings, I decided to go to Needle, and nothing could have been easier, right? But after getting to Needle, things were completely different. Of course, he would stay 5 hours hitting the floor. But like I said, second try is close to the first, so we consider it a first try. Throughout this run, I focused completely on my dexterity, and so far we got to 60. Now it's time for a bed of trash, and the path was not very difficult, except to the death to the fire of the centipede. Not the centipede itself. Bed of trash was simple, using the quick game we killed it on first try. And on the last is Seth the Scaleless, and the path again was pretty easy. Except for the first try with Seth, which I might have forgot about his close attack. but the second try is the first because they're close, so that was perfection. Now we are missing the final boss, and it wasn't very difficult, nothing that the Hornet Ring and the parries didn't solve. And we finished this run with 3 hours and 18 minutes. It wasn't a very difficult run. I thought it would have been a bit more harsh to play with the claws, but it ended up being a very good weapon to use. We finished the runs with level 70 and an amazing 72 of dexterity. Thank you to everyone watching, consider subscribing for more runs, and see you soon.